the payment subscription models that are there for that. And then you are given an account into it. So a company is provided an account for signing. So suppose it is ELOC as a company is given. So ELOC may have multiple signatories. So their accounts are created by an admin, whoever is selected. So basically this, suppose now I'll just show you, this is my admin login. So I can create users over here. Like, these will be my individual signatories. Then I will select their certificates also, like if they want to have a USB based option or PFX based option. So I can select over there. And I'll just show you signing first. I'll just show the single file signing. So here I have this option called single file document signing. Now, firstly, like, when I go for a free trial, or I take up an account on Instasigner, I have to download this client component for the first time. So it has to be installed on my machine so that it can use my USB token for signing. So after that is done, I can, this is the single file signing dashboard. Here I can select the file or drag it over here. Like if I have to drag and drop it, I'll just take one test. I can just drag and drop or select it from here. So it gets, you can see the file over here. It gets loaded. This is just a dummy file. I can see the file that has been uploaded. It has a single page. Then I can select where I want to draw my signature. Suppose I want to draw my signature over here. I have to just draw this box first, whatever size I want. Then I have to, add a title. Say for example, company name. Then I have to add a reason if I have to, like, it's approved or something. A location, which again, it's a optional field. And then I can then I have to select my certificate type, which can be either e-token or PFX file. So if, yeah. So if it is e-token, I have to insert the e-token currently to my machine where I'm signing. If it is PFX, currently what I have to do is add, like the users are given this particular account of Instasigner, and they have to then, in that account, they have to upload that PFX file to our cloud, to their account, basically. So basically it remains in their account, and the password of the PFX file remains with them. So that way security is can be handled that way. It's basically uploaded to their account, and password is not asked for. So you can select the option, whatever it is. Suppose currently I'm using e-token. So I'll insert it. So whatever e-token is there, it will be shown here. I have multiple for test purposes. So I'll just select my token. I click on sign. I'll be asked for, this is a test one, but otherwise I'll be asked for a password. I'll enter that and it will say proceeding. So I'll just confirm, and then it will say completed. Either I can download the file or view the file. So these files also remain over here actually, to be used later. So, or I can download them. So this is how the single file can be signed. Similarly, I can have profiles, in the sense if I have multiple similar files, suppose the same signatory, the same way every file is structured, these are invoices, then I have multiple of them. So I can't be selecting one by one from here. So what I do is I create a profile, which is like an auto. I save all that, whatever I had, selected, like the name, the title I had selected, if you remember, signed for HR, reason. So I save all that as a profile over here. And then it's a saved profile. So whenever I click on sign, it will be saved as per all these things. Like, the position can be selected and kept bottom right. If you have some text, or if you want to specify the page number, first page, or all these settings can be done once, and I can save the profile so that I don't have to select all this again and again. So this is how the automation of profile can be done. Now, there are also workflows. Workflows means, suppose one person signs and it goes to another person for signing. So there are two signatories. So that can be done. So I can add a profile. I have to add name of the profile. Then I'll add certain profiles into the workflow. Suppose in profile I've added, say, Mr. A, that's a profile name, and then Mr. B. So these are two different signatories whose profiles are created. In the workflow, I can have that sequence that, in the workflow, I can say that, Mr. A's profile is first and Mr. B's is second. So after Mr. A signs, then the files will go to Mr. B for approval. So that is how the workflow can be created. That's for automation. So, so this is in general how it works.